Welcome, friends. Welcome to the evening session of Nata. Welcome, Payal. Welcome, Pramod. Welcome, Puri. Excellent. Good to see you all here. This time is such that most people are returning home from office. So we have about 18 participants today, not bad at all. And today's agenda is to talk about the power of email marketing, videos, and to be able to use videos through email marketing. So I want to know how many people already have started with video marketing and how many people haven't. So those who haven't may not say anything, but people who have started with their video marketing, please say yes. Welcome, Ajay. Welcome. I hope you all can hear me very well. Welcome to Spal. Good to see you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, in the meantime, while I wait for some more people to come, I'm just going to quickly play a video that is a little film for children from Doordarshan. And this is a 1974 video, which I'm going to play. And I'll tell you the context of this video a little later. So here I start.
हमें भी सुनाओ ना तो सुनो फिर से एक कचड़िया अनेक कचड़िया दाना चुगने बैठ गई थी हाय राम पर वहाँ व्याध ने एक जाल बिछाया था व्याध कौन दीदी व्याध चिड़िया पकड़ने वाला फिर क्या हुआ दीदी व्याध ने उन्हें पकड़ लिया मार डाला हिम्मत से अगर जुटे रहे तो छोटे हो पर मिले रहे तो बड़ा काम भी होवे भैया बड़ा काम भी होवे भैया 1 2 3 चतुर चिड़िया सयानी चिड़िया मिलजुल कर जाल लेकर भागी चिड़िया दूर एक गांव के पास चिड़ियों के दोस्त चूहे रहते थे और उन्होंने चिड़ियों का जाल काट दिया तो देखा फिर तुमने अनेक फिर एक हो जाते हैं तो कैसा मजा आता है दीदी मैं बताऊं हो गए एक बन गई ताकत बन गई हिम्मत दीदी अगर हम एक हो जाए तो बड़ा काम कर सकते हैं हाँ हाँ क्यों नहीं तो इस पेड़ की आम भी तोड़ सकते हैं हाँ तोड़ सकते हैं पर जुगत लगानी होगी
So friends, this was the power of the videos in 1974. This is when it started to impact me, and I was really moved with this video. So it brought in patriotism, brought in, perseverance within me. This particular video stayed on with me. And of course, the children don't want to look at all these things today because it's so poorly made. But at that point of time, it was fantastic because it used to appear on Doordarshan every evening whenever it started. And that also meant that it's the power of togetherness, the power of numbers, the sheer power of commitment, and that stayed with me. Like what Jaspal is saying, it's still fresh in my mind, and I hum it sometimes. And then this is the power that I want to reflect in my teachings. Whatever that I've learned personally, whatever I've done so far in terms of video marketing or email marketing, it's just sheer numbers. It's just numbers and quality, and just go for it. And whether you want to motivate people, you want to add value to people, you want to add any information regarding your sales, or even if you just want to empower your children, just go ahead and do it. And which is why FaceTime is getting so important, WhatsApp calls are getting so important, these webinars are getting so important, because there's a lot of power in videos. And let me explain it to you how it sort of goes. Why I'm talking about videos this time is because I find this an integral part to email marketing. Your email marketing gets rocket thrusters if you can add videos to it. So I'm doing a short class today for people who are here today, and they're going to learn a lot about the basics of video marketing. So I will start with my presentation now, and you'll enjoy it. It's a different perspective. Those people who've already been doing video marketing, they will find value in it, but they will also see my perspective in it, which will be useful for them. And those who haven't started at all will just find it so easy to start. And I'm telling you, it's a sea of work, but don't get deterred because you can actually get away with very little. So promoting videos for mammoth growth, and that's the agenda today. Although it's a short class, and even if you do what I'm telling you to do, it'll work for you. So rules of the meeting, just take notes if you like. I'm going to give you the replay link of this anyways, so you don't have to worry about taking screenshots or looking at your phone or any of those things, because you're going to get all of it in the replay link in the next 12 hours. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, it'll be there in your inbox. So let's look at the importance of the videos. So like I said, 1974 video is today also living in my mind, in Jaspal's mind. Why? Because it's a living entity. It talks. It's the biggest treasure for your business and for yourself because it motivates you. It stays with you. Any story that's so powerful and has impacted you will not go away. So it's a great medium to put yourself across through these videos, or to enhance anything that you want to, and it works for you while you sleep. So you don't have to be talking to people physically if your videos are there. I also want to tell you another point of the videos. So when we send out emails or WhatsApp messages, they have very little retaining power of your message because it's text. It'll go away. Now, if you read today's newspaper, most likely you don't know what was written there. You forgot it. But if there was a visual with it, if there was a photo with it, you probably would remember the message because of the photo. But if you saw a video this morning, the chances are, and if it was a beautiful video, you'll remember it. So this is the power of a video as against what the text will do or the text with a photo will do. And then with videos, This is a fantastic thing. It sorts out all the emotions at all ends, all on its own. You don't have to worry about it. For example, you want to talk to somebody politely, right? Now you have sent out your video with your message to the person. The other person will have all the time to react to that video the way he or she wants to, depending on his guilt, fear, happiness, fun, gratitude, depending on whatever state that person is in. And will be able to see the other side of the coin as well, and will have time to react to you and not have immediate reaction on it. The chances are that it's a win-win situation for you and for the person who received your video. So that's the power of it. Sorts out emotions automatically. And then how it helps with your automation. The moment you built it and you put it out, it starts to work. It's magic. You don't have to worry about the perfection of it. If you put it out with your message, it'll sell. It will work. There is no other. And it'll make your workflow seamless if it's business. It'll make your message very clear. It'll get across to people. So it works in many, many ways. Whereas text message is powerful, but it's limited. It may not stay on anybody's mind unless it's backed with a fantastic story that will move you emotionally. So here is my take, which I say in every webinar of mine, that it improves lives. So whatever, I'm a follower of Chanakya, and Chanakya very clearly said that once you've passed your bread and butter level strata, then you need to go and empower lives with what you know. And that is the power of the business. Business is not only for you that you're up for grabs. If you're in business, if you're in profession, if you're a skilled person and who doesn't have to worry about only bread and butter, then you have acquired everything to give back to the world, to make this a better place. That's fine if there's transaction. There is no problem with that. But your job is to improve this place, improve this world, give out whatever you can, be a pipeline and not be a container. So if whatever is in the container, for example, if you've got something in a container and the last layers of the container will start to smell or rot or do something because you've only consumed the top layers. If you're a pipeline, it'll continue to flow. You'll be the conduit. You'll keep getting information. You'll keep passing information. So that is the job of any businessman, anybody who's more powerful than the others, to give that knowledge and empower others. And the videos can really help you do that. So it helps with your credibility. When you funnel it down, it gets you traffic, it gets you leads that you can serve, and you can convert those leads into business, through different mechanisms. So who are you spending your time with? And how do they know what you do for a living? Are you spending your time with clients, employees, vendors, bankers, consultants, coaches, trainers, friends, cousins, families, children, friends, society, RWA, all these people? Do they know what you do? So if you don't, you can't go and tell everybody what you do, because you don't have the time or the energy or the power to go to every door and say, hey, this is what I do, this is what I do. You can't do that. But if your network gets to know through your videos what you do, in a nutshell, then the chances are that they will start aligning to your thought process for your products, for your sales, for your values, what you stand for. And that is what videos do, because they reach far and wide. So here, it's when they say that when summer school teachers made daily phone calls and sent text to written messages home, the 6th graders completed 42% more homework, and class participation rose by nearly half. So the power of messaging. But if you've got videos as your powerful messaging systems, then even better. So I'll tell you, I started to use a tool called Video Ask. And it was given to us by Avi Arya, the person I've learned from. And the gentleman told us to use this tool and try it out. So I really tried it out and I bought it. What I do is, if you go to one of my websites called asianadventures.net, you'd see there's a little bubble right at the bottom which shows you the my video where I'm trying to talk to you in a chat. And then when that video opens up, I tell you what this website is all about. So you don't have to worry about going through each and every page, browsing, although it's got beautiful photos, so you can. But if you're looking for something, some product, then all you need to do is, after you've seen my video, it's got 3 buttons in it. So you can reply to me as text, as audio, as in a video form, and I'll get your reply. So I've got your lead, and I will then reply to you with whatever that you're looking for, right? So that's called call to action. So there are different kinds of call to action. There are different kind of messaging. I'm just talking to you about the power of the videos that can be harnessed. And when people say, oh, business kharab hai, it's not doing too well and it's not happening, I'm low down on, why? Because we're not using the right tools. We're still running in circles with all the old age methods or the concepts that other people talk about, but we're just not willing to move a step forward. And it's so easy. You make a video, like I'm talking to you, and there's a little box which is coming up, and and I'm talking here, and it's recording. So that's how you're going to get the replay link. And then, if I want to send this link to somebody else who hasn't been able to attend my webinar, how easy it is. It's a video. That's all it takes, right? So, and there is no perfection. Am I talking to you in a very beautiful language, or I'm being articulate in the perfect way? I'm not. And there is nothing called perfection. So I don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis. I want to reach out to all those people who want to listen to my values. And whatever that I know, I can impart to them, and that's my focus here today. So it says, unfortunately, alignment is rare. Yes, I agree. Studies suggest only 7% of employees. Now, this is in America. In India, probably not even 7%. Fully understand their company's business strategies and what's expected of them in order to help achieve the common goals. A lack of alignment, according to a poll of global CEOs, is the #1 obstacle between strategy and execution. So a friend of mine was telling me that when he run the company that's very inclusive, and right from the office assistant to the chowkidar to the manager and the CEO, they all eat together, they all sit together, and there is nothing, no class system in it. You know why? Because he thinks it's important for everybody to know the goal of the company, the vision of the company, the mission of the company, right? And that can only happen when you're inclusive. So where do you store your videos? You can store it in the dime a dozen channels, but YouTube is doing extremely well. So you could start your channel on YouTube. It's free. You can just go ahead and create an account through your Gmail, and then there you go. So 95% of global internet population watches YouTube. There are 50 million creators on YouTube, and YouTube has 265 million active users in India. Can you imagine? 265 active users. It's a world in itself. But don't worry, you're just part of it, and you do your bit. Don't even worry, how big it is and how are you going to sail through it. You will sail through it because you've jumped into it. And all you need to do is start swimming. Now you see where you stand today. So it's the top 100 websites have been listed here, and you can see YouTube is #2, and it is at par with Facebook. But when you start to make your videos, you don't only use them for email marketing and for YouTube chatter, but you can also upload them in Google My Business and Facebook. I will talk about it a little later. So importance of YouTube for business. Everybody is interested in businesses today because people are coming here, spending some time with me, not wasting their time. They want something, some value from me. So they want to know how to make more money. So 62% of businesses use YouTube channel, and that's what Aborlo has said, and there's a big science behind it who are finding all these things. Like they're saying that email method is still the strongest method out of all the platforms put together because it gives you 42x ROI, return on investment. And that's not a joke. And that's been proven. I'm not saying it. So when we're talking about video content, so we're talking about different kinds of video content. We're talking about explainer videos where you're explaining your process, your flow, how you do it, your mechanism, your product idea, everything that you're explaining. Either you can be there in a small little box like I am right now and run your clients through the process, or you can make an animated video, or you can use a Doodly or one of those things which are available on the net. And the best thing what you can do is whatever that you've drawn in terms of script, then you can send it to somebody on Fiverr and say, here is $20, $30, $50 and churn out a video for me. So they'll churn out a video for you. And that video will take you a long way, because every time you want to make a pitch to the client, like I said, you can either send a text quotation, or you can send a PDF file with some photos, or you can just simply send a video. And the moment you send a video, his or her respect for you goes up 100 times. It's just huge. These people are professional. They're sending me videos, And then you do your micro pitch. Tell them who you are, So there are some people who already know the science of micro pitch. There are some people who don't know the science of micro pitch. I will talk about it. And then you can do your call to actions. You can say how to, like mechanism. You can impart knowledge. And you can also tackle their pain points. How are they going to do it? What is it that and the solution, and you're the solution provider. So you hit on that nerve which pains the most, and those people will follow you, with their tongues out, that this guy knows what we're talking about. He understands our emotion. He understands what we need, right? So this is the power of a video. And you can run your mafia offers or promotions, or you can give your core value system like I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you about my, the more I'm studying and getting deeper into business, the more convinced I am that if you're not ethical in business, you shouldn't be doing it. So these are my core values. This is what I want to tell the world about my core values. Not everybody will buy it, but whoever is inclined towards it will become my team member and will become the emissary to the world. And that's what we want to do. So you can run your stories, what is your story? What is my story? So I'll tell you my story, how it happened. A few years ago, 2013, one of my business gurus told me, Mohit, you need to get on to digital marketing very seriously, because a bloodbath will happen in 10 years and everyone will be swept away. So you will not be able to withstand the pressures of, digital automation if you don't start it now. I didn't take it very seriously. 2014, he came back and he says, I'm sorry, I was saying 10 years, the bloodbath has already started, friends. So you can't wait any longer. So we started with gusto, and we started to put all our digital marketing into place for our business, which is ecotourism, which is responsible tourism. And it so happened that the team evolved and new team was set in, and digital marketing started to happen in full swing. And then while we were scaling up to meet our conservation goals, to do whatever that we've decided for 2025 to help elephant corridors and Himalayan plastic waste, and helping small NGOs and Shiva temples, all of that, it just came to a standstill because COVID stopped all tourism. And when I stopped all tourism, I went back and I said, hey, team, you're not going anywhere because you've got that other people don't in our competition. In our industry, people don't have that in-house. So we are lucky that we got. So we floated Matinetta and we started to do business for people who needed our services, which we still do. But how it so happened, it's whatever that I started to make for ourselves and to make for our clients, I started to put it out into our friend circle to teach them that, look, friends, I have all the time, and let you learn from me. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. And it's, I go on sprucing it up as I go along. So that's my story. So you can build a life cycle. It's no longer one-off business. It's no longer, oh, that customer came to me, bought from me and went away. No, that's not how it's going to work. It's going to work only when you have your life cycles with your clients. That means that client is not leaving you till he dies, and then his children and his, so everybody, the entire family gets to become your customer or your follower. And that's what the videos do and the email marketing does. Continuously keeps you in touch on their radar all the time, provided you're providing value. If you're not providing value, you're only up for grabs. They will think nobody wants selfish people all the time around. So as a species, we crave connection, but we can't reach out to everyone. Sometimes you need to get into your darkest corner and talk to yourself. So that's fine. That's no problem. But as species, the other people want to crave connection also. And that's how Facebook is happening. That's how the Google is happening. That's how we are so digitally involved with each other. I sent you a couple of these emails and messages and whatever, and you signed up, So you want to know more. So here is the rule that I follow in my business and email marketing, and the same rule applies in video marketing. 5, 11, 16, 21. So Sales Marketing Association has brought out these figures. They vary from 10 to 20%, but that's fine. So it says that, I don't know how many people know about this rule. If anybody knows, that's great. If nobody knows, no problem. So 5 touch points, 11 touch points, 16 touch points, and 21 touch points. So what happens is that when you make 5 attempts, or you get in touch with somebody 5 times, that's when you get registered. That's when somebody says, oh, you exist. He's okay with you to go ahead with whatever communication that you're doing. But what happens is that we ourselves have perception on perception. So we get a little scared. Hey, he hasn't responded to my message. He hasn't responded to my phone call. He hasn't responded to my email. And 3 times, oh, what does he think of himself? Is too big for his boots or what? So I'm backing off. I'm not interested. If he has no time, why should I be? But the point is, you're not doing anything else. You just have to be. You don't have to be on his case, but you need to be able to establish 5 connects with him. Moment you establish the 5 connects or 6 connects, that person will start to recognize you, provided you're providing value. If you're just breathing down his neck, the chances are he'll say, okay, get off my back, So, and on the 11th touch point, the chances are he wants to know something about you. On the 16th touch point, he will start to connect with you. On the 21st point, you have a connection with him. So that's the power of this one. And it can also be extended. Like sometimes when I get very salesy emails, which I think I must look at because they will be good for me, but I get so put off that I say, okay, later, and it keeps filling my inbox. One day I just go delete all of them, but I don't unsubscribe. And I opened somebody's email because this time it looked really good. And I opened that email, it was good, and it was 100th email of his over 3 years to me, right? And we did some business together. So it's game of, so how quickly you can get that person across to you, video is one such method. So let's start with micro pitch. if you don't know what, how to get started. So the micro pitch consists of your introduction, your name, your family, your profession, your mission, and a message that addresses the pain points or breaks a belief. So for example, let's say I say I'm Mohit Agarwal. I'm an experiential ecotourism specialist. I'm blessed with 4 children, 2 humans and 2 non-humans, a son and a daughter, a parrot and a Labrador, and I'm a follower of Shiva. That's my belief, And professionally, I'm an ecotourism specialist, and I have a deep love for nature. I help people travel throughout Asia for nature-centric trips. I'm on a mission to save elephants and their corridors, free the Himalayas of plastic waste, help small wildlife NGOs, and also save the ancient Shiva shrines in the Himalayas. I want every tourist to get converted into an eco-tourist. Now, that's my introduction. I'm also the creator of Natineta. Correct? So that's my introduction. And I've also said a few things in it which are related to my mission. Why am I here? Why am I doing what I'm doing? And I've also put something for them to, to think over, that this guy is an experiential ecotourism specialist. So maybe we can do something with him. I can have more collaborators with me. I can have business people with me, and I can have clients with me, right? And I can say that, call to action, quick link. Here is how you get in touch with me. Book a call with me, request a call with me, or here is my link. Fareen, you can put my link right now, and then, this is how it goes, Okay. So make a pitch, and I'll tell you what, I'm happy to do one-to-one. I have no problem. We have a group here. Fareen will put that in the chat right now, and she will put my link tree that has all the links. So you go onto WhatsApp group or into Natineta Facebook group, and you become a part of it. And then you say, Mohit, this is how I want it, and I'll help you with it. I have no problem. Yeah, because this is not something that I'm doing only for money. And like Mishali Desai came up and said, hey, I've got these 2 videos and I've got this 1,500-word story, and I had a 15-minute call with her to tell her what she needs to improve and where, right? Because she's not scripting her videos. She's just saying it off the cuff. And then she has nothing to revert back to be able to tweak it. Yeah. So I will then guide you stepwise how to go about making your videos. Now you know the power of videos, and I suggest that you go ahead and make your videos, because it'll be very, you don't make your videos, you're not going to get there the where you can get to. So that's my take on this thing. And then you can make your videos on any of these things, on the history of your company or the history you enjoyed. I'm a follower of Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, and I love to read about him and talk about him, right? And that's history of my country, and that's what I want to do. I want to, at some point of time, a friend of mine, Gunjan, who's also an MBA student, she was suffering from corona some time ago. So she and I decided that every week we'll go online on Facebook or Instagram and talk about one little story of Gandhiji. And there are dime a dozen stories of Gandhiji, right? And then social angle, any rare dimension, any product advantage. If you really sit down and unbundle your life, you will have 1 lakh things to write about, and you'll never be running out of ideas, my friend. So go ahead and do it. There's no time to waste. What it is your dharma to put it out to the world to make it a better place, not because you can't do it or because it's so tough. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, don't get into analysis paralysis. So what if your cousins will laugh, your friends will laugh, but those people who don't know you will not laugh. They will look at the value that you're rendering. Yeah, because those people are not your audience anyways. So it's okay. So some people will ridicule you, make fun of you, whatever, but what the hell? How does it matter? It doesn't matter, because those people are more important. Who you're going to impact, who you're going to make an impression upon, who are going to learn from you and take everything from you. So give your expertise out. Yeah, and then you have micro pitch duration. Facebook says 2 to 3 minutes. These things, a lot of gurus will tell you many things. There's something that I've just downloaded from the net, and I know it works. 2 to 3 minutes Facebook. You can't do more than that. Sometimes it gets too overwhelming to do all of that. Instagram 15 to 30 seconds. People have less time, and there's no need to say good morning friends and this and that. Just come straight to the point. Give a big crash into their system and say, hey, you know what, this is what it is. Yeah, this morning there are two pigeons who have laid 2 eggs in the balcony, and there are 2 hatchlings out of it. That's it. And it'll attract a lot of bird lovers. The bird watchers or people who are sensitive, who want to listen to your message, will think about it. Yeah. A person who's into, let's say, into jewelry business, and say, the rate of gold has dropped, but the diamonds have gone up. And if you want to buy diamonds today, contact me on this number, and that's it. Correct? So I'm saying, so something that you will talk about, but don't say, hey, good morning, friends, how are you doing? I'm doing fine, and whatever, and this guy will just swipe you and say, okay, bye-bye. I'll see you another time. He's not even going to be bothered about it. I've got this muchi shuchi and, this mustache or whatever, and it helps me because it shows my wisdom, maybe a bit false, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. But it does. So be you. Don't have to worry about anything. If I'm wearing a kurta pajama and I'm in the mood of my spiritual thing, I'd like to make a video on that. If I want to address my business audience, maybe I'm dressed up a little differently. If I'm with my friends and I'm out on an adventure trip, then I want to talk about that. So don't be too over concerned about how you're looking, what you're doing. It's okay, but just go and make a message really crisp, but write it down before you do that. Yeah. So that's how. So you'll get all of this, so don't worry about taking screenshots or any of that, because you're going to get the replay link, my friends. So camera, share to camera, I started this group, and many people joined. I have about 80, 90 people now in this group. And then I converted into storytelling. And, I teach storytelling. I tell people how to mature your audiences through email marketing, and then help them with great stories that they can tell their children or their customers, or you can talk about your business story, anything. So if your message is meaningful, clear, helping the audience, remember helping the audience, then don't worry too much about the background, how good you have to look. Of course, you got to, you can't be doing, you can't be sitting ridiculously on a couch. You need to look, okay, here I am, at least standing straight. So there is some sort of respect to your audience that you show, and not just be completely casual with a banana going into your mouth and you're talking. So it's not something that they'll get mixed up. They'll say, hey, what's he doing? I like his message, but I don't like what he's doing. So be clean, be absolutely clear that this is a message I'm conveying, and I'm not doing too much clutter around it. It'll be so beautiful, because your message is to beautify somebody's life. So if you've got some clutter around you or whatever you're doing, it won't help your message to look beautiful. So that's very important for us to know. Yeah. And what will people think? Of course, people will think what you deliver. If you deliver something which is of quality to them, they will think differently. If you don't deliver which is of not quality, we won't. Yeah. So because you're supposed to improve lives, this is the dharma of any profession, skill, or business. So things that won't work for you: long videos, boring videos, non-scripted ones, the ones that are not crisp to the point, hazy, bad postures, desperate, putting out a video without thought, random, it'll hurt your credibility. Copy material, not helpful. All these things won't work for you. So let's, so 20% technology, 80% psychology. This is how it's going to work. Get your basic equipment in place. I'm telling you, your basic equipment. If you're standing in the corner of your room and you're making a video with your mobile phone with a selfie stick or a tripod, and that's good enough. And there's enough light coming on your face. You know, I'm against this green screen, and I have 2 lights that I got from Chandni Chowk. Amazon was selling it for 16,000 rupees. This entire set I got for 3,500 rupees from the Chandni Chowk, and the same set was being sold for 16,000 rupees. So I asked my friend, come driver, come bird watcher, photographer Deepak. I said, Deepak, can you help me with this? He says, जी मैं अभी जाता हूँ और शाम तक लेके आता हूँ. So you got very simple equipment. So Boya mic, smartphone, teleprompter, because then you can read what you're saying in the teleprompter. If you don't know what teleprompter is, just Google it. You'll get to know what it is, right? And a ring light, because if there's a ring light, it throws light directly onto your face, yeah? And get a good ring light. Don't get a cheap one. It won't work very well. So get a strong one. You know, Ajay's here. Ajay, if you can just put the name of the ring light whenever you got time, I'd be very grateful. Or I can even do it later. No problem with that. And then you can. I use Big View because I can use it on my mobile, and it's got desktop interface. And whenever I make a video, I can just upload it there. I can add any background to it, either a video background or a photo background to it. In video is something that Avi suggests, but I don't know how good it is. Apparently, people swear by it, but I haven't used it. But if people are swearing by it, I'm sure it's good. But like I said, I don't want to clutter my system with too many things, you know. And of course, I've got Video Robot where I do animated videos and things like that for my digital marketing company. And I use Video Ask because any video that I process, I also upload it into Video Ask, and then Video Ask also shows you the gives you call to action. Let me quickly type AsianAdventures.net. That's my website of my tourism where I invented one such video, and you'd be able to see a little blob at the bottom. When you click, don't do it now, do it later in a tab when you got time. And then you can see that I'm speaking in that video, and when that video opens up, it allows you to reply within that video. So I get the inquiry from you, and I can always attach it to a funnel, email marketing funnel, or send it to my messaging system in MailChimp or GetResponse or any of that, which I will be talking about in my other classes as we go along. So how to deliver your videos? Like I said, email is one such tool, and don't try and embed your video where, you know, MailChimp or one of those things will tell you to embed videos. It sometimes gets overwhelming for people, but sometimes it works. So it depends what's the value that you're rendering. Otherwise, you can just put a link, and the link will also work fine because then people can see it at their own convenience. But sometimes when they see a video and the video does not have a very attractive thumbnail, they may not even care to open it. So you can send your video through WhatsApp, through emails. Once you upload it on your YouTube, you'll get the link. Once you upload it on Facebook, you'll get the link. You can put the link in email, or you can even, you can use it on Instagram. And I'm giving you some homework. I hope you did some homework last time, which I gave you, of sorting out your data with your accountant, and also to churn out 3 emailers. If you haven't done it, I'm happy to share that list again. This time, don't miss it. And I'm going to give you more homework this time. You're most welcome to keep attending my classes. I have no problem with that. But if you don't do your homework, you're just wasting your time. I'll continue to do it. It's my dharma. But are you doing it? If you're not doing it, then why are you here? Let's put it very simple and plain. You need to do what you're spending your time on, or at least delegate it. Get your partner to do it. I've put some instructions down in the download cheat sheet that you can use. So create a YouTube channel. If you don't know how to do it, just go onto YouTube and create it. That's it. It doesn't take anything. Okay. So this is what I was saying, that it's for every $1 you spend on email marketing, you can expect an average return of $42. Yeah. So if you can put your video links through email marketing and keep it really simple. A lot of people get into this thing, oh no, I sell this and it has to look beautiful and my imagery has to be correct in my email, otherwise I'm not sending it to people. What will they think? Just trash it, because you need to get started. Okay, so just 150 words, 200 words, 175 words, 100 words of very interesting stuff on plain text with a link of your video. Send it out and see the magic happening. And send something which is more meaningful to them. You'd be able to see all of that in the 2 sheets that I'll share with you now. And then post it in the morning, write a few headlines, you broadcast. So don't get too overwhelmed with this. It's there, but I don't expect everybody to do everything. It's with me as well. You tell me 1,000 things to do, can I do it? No, I can't do it, but I can do a few things which are more meaningful for me. So even if you just go and create a video, however silly it might be, just put it on that campfire storytelling. Yeah, let's all have some fun at your expense, no problem. Well, we're not going to laugh. No, promise, we won't laugh. Okay. So Facebook, but when is the best time to, keep this information? Maybe it's not useful for you. So write a few headlines, build a community group. Don't forget to post a story, duration, all those things that I've already talked about. Again, Instagram. On Instagram, you have highlights, round circles, highlights. You can make many videos there and put those videos there. Make small 20, 30-second videos and put them there. So whenever somebody will click on any of those videos, they will know about your value system. They will know about your mission. They will know about you. They will know about your family. They will know about your business. So you can put a whole lot of these videos and forget about it, and just be there. Let them be there. Yeah. So then, like I said, and then use some tags if you can. I'm going to take you through that process a little later. So let's get you started from the very beginner level, to get things started. Here, I'm going to send you, friends, let me share some files with you. This is your Neta homework. That's class 2 video homework. This is the earlier one. And friends, I'm starting a class, a course from 15th of April, if anybody wants to join. It's every Thursday for 6 weeks, 1 class a week, and it's only less than a price of your pizza. It's like $400 a class. It's $2,500. So if anybody wants to do that, you can just go ahead and download that thing and join my class. I'm going to take you. I'm hand holding people through that entire thing. But listen, these classes will continue to happen. So these are do-it-yourself classes, and that 6-week course is where I'm hand holding you, week on week, to make your email marketing successful, and videos is a part of it. So it's great for beginners, and it's also great for those people who may or may not be beginners but started and dropped and said, "Hamare paas team nahi hai," or we can't do it ourselves. So I'm going to take you through that thing. I've shared those files with you, the 3 files. 2 are of your homework. So one is Neta homework, which is from the last time, which is to do with email marketing. The second one is Neta video homework, which you got to do now. And order your saman, order your stuff on Amazon, and buy any of those things. If you don't know what to do, go on to Campfire Storytelling Group, which Fareen has posted the link, and on WhatsApp group, and then ask me these questions. Or you can get onto Neta Facebook group and ask me those questions there, right? So Neta content group is there. It's a closed group, and if you sign in, I'll let you in. That's no problem. And the third one is the VAM offer is 2,500 rupees. And if you don't think that you can make it, or if you paid for it but you're not being able to keep up with it, and you feel that, oh, you shouldn't have, just ask me anytime. Even if when the course is over, you can take your money back. I have no problem. I'm happy to do it. Yeah? So this is not only for money. After you've done the course, 2 months later also you come to me and say, Mohit, give my money back. I want my money back. Here is the money back. No problem with that. Okay, friends. So I am the way I am, and I'm happy to help you with. Let me stop the slideshow here. So if you've got any questions, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, I've taken 50 minutes of yours, including Ek Chidiya Ki Kahani. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And if you did, please say yes in the chat box and give me a 5-star rating. Don't give me 4-star, please. Give me 5 stars, no. And I'd be happy to take you on to the next class, which is happening on the 23rd. It's a secret. I'm going to tell you more about email marketing, deep dive into it with you as we go along. So friends, I hope you enjoyed it. In the chat, if you did enjoy it, put your yes, 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 so that I know that you all enjoyed it. And if not, no problem. Yeah. Thank you, Fareen. Thank you. And if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. Thank you, Subhash, for being there. Thank you, Jaspal. Thank you, Pari. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, all my friends who are there. We have 19 registration, 19 people here today. Pramod is here. And love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Thank you. Love you all. Catch you later. See you. Bye. I'm logging off. Dinner time. Thanks.